Hey guys, it's Ashley, and it has been a while since I have been here with you guys. And I have an interesting topic if you can't see by the description. I am going to be talking about my thoughts on the afterlife, reincarnation, and a little bit of spirits because it does have to do a little bit with that, but it's not going to be a major part played in today's discussion. And please feel free, if you have your own theories or anything like that, you can also do a video response and tag me, or you could just let me know in the comments down below. If not, you can also respond to me on my Awaken Your Path page. It is a private page, but you should be able to find it. And that way you can join my group and come learn with me on different topics and everything like that. So, okay. So I'm going to get into it. I've had previous thoughts, and they're a little bit different, but kind of connected in what I think happens now. So, okay. So as I was a younger teen and I was in a blocked medium, I used to be able to almost see like rows and rows of like spirits kind of in front of me, like outside. It was always outside, but like in front of me, like almost like they were taking up our empty space. I used to always also think that when you died, you didn't go to heaven or hell because that's my beliefs, but I thought that you would basically kind of turn into a star. And probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago, I had a girl that I didn't even think would be open to this sort of thing, be open to it, and she actually sent me some really good information. I don't know where the link is. I may have to like go back and see if I can find it. That way I could do it. If so, it would be in the description. But if I can't find it, I'm sorry. But just showing the similarities to us as humans as well as stars, how we're made up of the same thing, how we have families, all that good stuff. So, you know, um, that kind of got me thinking as well. But then I kind of had like an epiphany sitting outside, of course, in my spiritual realm of places that I love and can think and grow and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm sitting out there and I'm wondering to myself, I'm like, sorry, it's kind of all a lot and I'm trying to get it out the right way. So, like, for instance, talking about this space thing, I'm like, well, wouldn't the spirit world, like the human world, so to speak, wouldn't they get over capacity with beings like we do? I mean, that's why people die, is so we don't get overpopulated. But doesn't the spirit world or wherever they go, doesn't that get overpopulated as well? So I had a thought, and I was like, well, maybe that's why we can see spirits, okay? And this is going to be the thing, okay? So as I said, when I was younger or a teen, I was able to look out and it looked like there were spirits just staring at me. And, being open the way I was able to see them. Now, think of them taking up our empty space, so to speak, and they're always around, and that's how we can see them. Now, take that into consideration and also think, crap. Like I had the train of thought of where I was going, that's where I was going, but then I forgot what my point was. Have you ever had that happen? Mommy brain. So anyway, I'll just keep on and maybe it'll make sense. If it doesn't, blah, oh well. So anyway, I was thinking about that and I'm like, okay, well, other things kind of tie into this as well. So I thought that, okay, well, maybe spirits get reincarnated. A lot of people have experienced this where they feel like they're an old soul and there has to be a reason, or they know their past life. Maybe they're so heightened in their spiritual awakening that they're actually able to do that. And I believe you can do that, depending on the higher level you are. and how open you really are and that sort of thing. So I really do believe that's possible. I just haven't personally felt it. I know I'm an old soul and I feel like I should be in like the Victorian era or something like that, or even in the witch trial era, but that's just me. Maybe because I'm a little bit of a witch, obviously, so, maybe that's only why it's connected. But anyway, so I was also thinking on my spiritual path lately, I've been doing a lot of thinking and growing and different things like that. And I'm like, I want my soul to be happy with what I want to do in life, okay? I know I've always wanted to help people. I've always wanted to be a nurse, or even I used to want to be a teacher. I used to want to do that sort of thing. And the one thing that stuck with me is being a nurse or a CNA or something like that, kind of getting into that field of helping people, because I would like to work in a nursing home where I can be there for those who, aren't there for them people like they should be. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's a different conversation altogether. We're not going to get into that. So anyway, just like, okay, on this topic, I love to do makeup. I love to do hair. A lot of people have told me, why don't you do hair? Why don't you cook? Why don't you do this? I have all these gifts or hobbies that I could be really talented at, but I like them as hobbies. It's not something that I don't think I would find enjoying to do, as a career, but it's just not necessarily something that I want to do. I don't think I'm going to be fully happy with it, because I think I'm going to lose that passion that I have for it as a hobby now than doing something full time. I think it's not going to end well. So on my spiritual path and thinking the way I have been, I'm like, well, I want to do something that's going to make my soul sing, something that's going to complete my soul. Like, I'm here to do something. And this all ties in, so I'll get to that in a second. But healing people. I'm always a great advice giver to whomever it is, and I think I've been through everything I've been through in my life just for these reasons. So I can help people, I can relate to them, I can be there, their support, their inspiration to move on and to know that, you can get through this, so and so. So with that being said, and what it's connected to the afterlife and what I find spiritually is that I feel like the reason why we get reincarnated, and maybe we don't remember for whatever reason, but I feel like we keep going through this life cycle, okay, until we meet what our soul is destined to be. Not who we are, but as our soul is destined to be. And I feel like if you can't keep getting it right, maybe each life you get a little closer, but you're not there yet to your full soul's potential. So I feel like that's why you keep getting reincarnated. So, with all that being said, I think I've finally found what my soul needs and what it wants and everything else. And I feel like I would be so happy with that and just everything. And I feel like once I do hit that nail on the head, I feel like maybe I'll turn into a star. Maybe I'll go to another galaxy or universe and do something else. Who knows? I don't know where you go when you completely finish it out, as far as your soul sentence. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. I'm not really sure on that one. I would hope you would be one with the universe, or maybe something more, and not as a soul, but something different than that. I don't really know. Beyond that, if you have any ideas, please let me know. But I was talking with a friend today, and it was just amazing that she had almost the exact same thought process. I won't call her out or nothing like that, but, she's an amazing person, and I love her so much, and I hope she gets to watch this video. But what she told me was basically the same, and then she brought a new theory to me, which I'll talk about in a second, because I do have my own thoughts on that as well. But because her path is believing in God, and I have no issues with that. I don't care. That suits her very well, and that's what her spiritual path is, so I am a-okay with that. But her theory was the same as mine, but, once you hit that, you gain your angel wings. You keep being sent down and sent down and sent down because you haven't got it right. And then when you get it right, and, the Christianity, religion, she believes that that's when you get your angel wings. And, I find a lot of truth in that and relation as to how I think. So it was just kind of like mind-boggling, but then also she was talking to me, I don't like cremation. Maybe I have a worse problem with it because I feel like, I don't like it. Anytime, okay, my gram, she was cremated. She had a plot. Long story short, she got cremated. Very pissed off about that. And as much as I would want her with me, I feel weird. I'm like, what am I going to get? Her foot, her arm, like ashes-wise? Because you're splitting her up, and I don't find that's right. I find it to be really kind of gross. And that's my own opinion. And other people are okay in doing that because everybody wants a piece of that person. And that's fine for them. And I don't condemn them for it or anything, but I just don't feel comfortable doing it myself. So if anybody else wants to, have at it. But me, I'm good with that. I'd rather be buried or have loved ones buried so we don't have to split up because I just feel really icky about it. But being able to visit them in their grave site, being able to sit and chat and not have to worry about, well, all this other mess. But anyway, still kind of in that loop. But she was telling me a few of her family members had passed away. And that's kind of how the ashes were. They were separated, all but her mother's. And I hope she doesn't mind me telling this. I won't give any names so nobody will know her. But out of that respect, hopefully you don't get mad at me. But it's a very valid point, and that's kind of what I meant for what I just said. But she said that her mother just believes strongly, because I can't talk, that when you're cremated, that you get split up like that. She feels like if someone, takes a piece of this certain part of her body, that when they come back and be reincarnated into something else, that when they do come back, maybe they don't have an arm or, some kind of bodily damaged because of the ashes being separated like that. So, you know what I mean? It's very similar to how I think, and then maybe that's why I get a little freaked out about it, because I'm okay with that. No, I'm good. But, I know this video has gotten kind of long, but, let me know your thoughts, and I love looking at different theories, because as I grow and get more into my spirituality, I'm sure my mind will change, but probably not far off from what it is. You know what I mean? So those things, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm actually going to record after I get done with this one. So you'll see this one after I've posted this one of my sacred space. I am so excited, and I've got some new things that I've put out and kind of around, and I'm super excited to share. There's still things that I need to put up and put away and whatnot, but I am really happy about it, so I hope you guys like it too. I will see you in the next video, just a few minutes, and I hope you guys enjoy, and you have a blessed week, and so on and so forth, and be happy. I'll see you guys later. Bye.